Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to the Force Unleashed 2. Let's continue. So, the story took a twist that I was not really expecting. Apparently, Darth Vader has been able to clone everybody, like thousands and thousands copies of our guy, Starkiller here. So, instead of this being a cloning facility that I suspected was just making clone troopers, and I kind of wonder if we're past the Clone Wars element of that and we're actually fighting Star Troopers. I mean, not Star Troopers, Stormtroopers. I think Star Troopers is that movie where they fight giant alien bugs. Not related to Star Wars at all. I kind of wish this combo kill would happen instantaneously without pressing a special combination of moves. And some of the kill animations are with the camera zooming in, some of the kill animations are not. And I'd prefer, I suppose, none of them to zoom in with the camera. I think I am gonna have to move this somewhere. Maybe in the middle, maybe not. Let's see. It doesn't really seem like there's any reason why I'd want to be in the middle of this. No collectibles. There was a platforming section in the first game, The Force Unleashed, that was worse than this is. So, at the very least, of the things that I think the under-scheduled or over-scheduled might be the right phrase to say, staff, of the things they really worked on to improve, they did do something right there. To fix what I would argue is potentially one of the worst elements. Here we have these flying vehicles, but I can't move them. And I kind of wonder what their deal is. Like, why do we have these hovering droids that are just acting as platforms? They just coincidentally happen to serve that purpose. I need to be realistic here. I could certainly blast all of the glass, but knowing that there are no achievements on Steam, so if there was some achievement for doing that, I'm not going to get it. And knowing that I kind of want to rush through this game, I don't want to waste a lot of time doing silly things, I think I'm not going to actually bother to break all of these. Like, I don't think there'd be a collectible that would come out for breaking them all. I have a problem, clearly. I have a problem with completionism. Lots of video gamers have been trained to be completionists. And as I'm playing the game, telling you I wasn't going to bother to do everything, break every glass section, I actually broke every glass section. Come on. Come on. And even though these guys are shielded from your lightning strike, you're still better off lightning striking them, because it stymies them and keeps them under control as you try to bridge the distance between you and the enemy. And here we have this interesting looking, although very stupidly artistic door. Like, there's no realistic reason why a door would work that way that I can tell. Still having the issue of every time he gets hit, him going, it's annoying, and hours into the game he's still doing it. And usually it is kind of this stubbed toe reasoning for why he's saying, it's because I'm pushing forward trying to kill an enemy in my attack pattern, and it's not fully working. Still trying to get these combos to work. It's like Y and B and right trigger. So maybe if I did something like that. No, that doesn't work. X and A and left trigger doesn't work. X and A and right trigger doesn't really do anything. And I've got to control the camera. My health right now is at half, but nothing solves that. And hitting this electrical point in the center of the room doesn't provide any secret way to deal damage or do anything. I need to lure that guy out of his pod. Man, and this move, I haven't figured it out how it's supposed to work. It seems to teleport the enemies half the time to the wrong direction. And you get health from enemies as you're hurting them, so if they're still alive, it doesn't even matter. I mean, this guy has been dead for a while, actually. I've just got him against a wall, and I'm just tapping X. Notice his right leg is missing, his right arm is missing. This is getting ridiculous. My health bar just slowly disappeared, which I don't know why you ever would need that, your health bar to disappear and fade out in a screen. And your fury meter won't disappear because I'm continuing to increase my fury meter. We can look on the patterns on the right and see that these slice patterns are sort of the same every time after every 3 or 4 combo moves. So, which that makes sense. Again, if there was any achievement for hitting the same guy a ridiculous amount of time, that's not going to be part of Steam. I would prefer to be able to blast a couple doors in between.
Nothing if we have any say about it.
I wonder if he's here somewhere.
Who?
The original Starkiller.
We don't know what you're looking at yet. I told you, no one can clone a Jedi.
You're right.
Alright, so here's the trick. I think I just realized it. You can clone Jedi. Vader can do it. Not much of a reveal. Until you say General Kodo is dead and he's a clone working for Vader. Then things start to change. If Kodo has been and is a traitor, well, that didn't do anything. A spy sent by Vader to spy on the Rebel Alliance. I feel like each of these tubes should have one of me in it. Wouldn't that make more sense? Maybe that's a little too brutal. Yeah, game's gonna reset me. Yeah, I guess that would be a little brutal to have it that way, but that's the only thing that even starts to make any sense, is that each one of these was supposed to have somebody in it. Like, I'm trying to knock people off the edge. It would be really unacceptable to have like a baby version of Starkiller in each one of these, though. So that these domes, I think, needed like ice over them, or they needed to be made clear that they weren't pods. I guess that would make sense too. If these were supposed to be power conduits or something. Or, you know, even if they were stasis pods and this was like a prison where Vader's enemies were being held. Of course, you could do a really nice callback here. It seems like these invisible guys can just walk over air. These guys don't seem like they ever stop coming. Yeah, he is just like disappearing and reappearing. It could be if there was a bunch of people frozen in carbonite on each one of these platforms. That'd be cool. It doesn't work very well with this game, however, because we don't have a lot of variety of characters. Since I've realized I can just do this to break all the glass, I'm just gonna start doing that on all of them, just because I'm obsessive. I seriously doubt you would get a bad ending because you didn't break everything. And I'm also still kind of weirded out that we're not getting points for this. I would argue this is...
Can't wait any longer, General. Listen to me. You can't do this alone, and we can't take this facility without
There's
you. We can do
an
this
experience.
together.
There's no time. I'm sorry. You know that I have to.
We're back to these guys. I don't want to really fall off the edge because my fear is it would cause me to have to reset this whole section. So there was one holocube inside the class thing, and it was clearly inside of it. And some of these platforms just decide to, like, not... do I want to go up this way or do I want to go that way? Let's go this way, since all indicators are telling me to go the other way. We've unlocked a new challenge. Like, I honestly would have preferred... Yeah, I would have preferred to yeah, I guess that could be my excuse here. I am breaking all of these glass things in case it unlocks a challenge. Yeah. Now, when we look far in the back side, there's a lot of glass tubes on the bottoms. And we never saw really any glass tubes on the bottoms of any of the platforms we're on. So the animation just seems different. Either that or I have been breaking glass tubes on the bottoms and not realizing it. Again, we have to do this cutscene. And you would think that this door would like slam shut and lock you out, but it doesn't. Can't break the glass on this. Is this an elevator or is this a freezing tube? I guess it's an elevator. And Starkiller must not be that strong in the Force, relatively speaking, because he's not sensing Juno.
Go in there alone. The Dark Lord is waiting for you.
She's close, General. I am not stopping.
We're
I
losing
can't.
your signal, Starkiller. Just stop.
I'm done arguing, General. I have to do this.
I can't do anything. He wants me to run forward. The camera's in real tight. I can't hit X, I can't hit B, can't use the Force. I can walk in these. So the General is saying stop and wait. How long would I have to wait? Is it long enough that he would put the shield, the lightsabers away? Is there any amount to stop? Or is this kind of a false choice? I'm just gonna stand right here and look and not push anything on the controller. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi. How long do you wait? Now, in one of the Far Cry games, I believe it was either 3 or 4, there is a scene at the beginning where they tell you just stay in this room and just wait, and you'll just win the game if you stay in that room for like 5 minutes. So I imagine this came out before that Far Cry game, and I've never heard anybody reference, well, the Force Unleashed 2 for anything. So if it is just stop and wait and you'll get a good ending, that'd be really cool. But I don't think very many players would find it, because we've sat here and we've done that, and there's like, there was never a meditate button, And that was not something part of this game where you had to meditate and regain your health that way. There was never a sit down button. We can come over here and look at our the amount of points we need. We're clearly 250,000 points short to get everything upgraded. As far as costumes, we're still wearing the hero's armor, still 3 to unlock. We haven't unlocked any new costumes at all. As far as lightsabers are going, we haven't had great amounts of luck finding the remaining ones. Imagine I'm just missing. And it's asking too much to have a player exit the game. So I think we go forward. Like, I'm pressing up on the D-pad just to see if maybe that would do our force meditation move. Starkiller's still not really learning his lesson, though. He's not a team player. And I'm just walking here. And here we have Darth Vader.
Juno! Where is she?
It'd be kind of funny if we were still in Dagobah Swamp and all of everything after that point was a dream.
Memories of a dead man.
Memories.
Come out!
Well, now it's gotten really foggy, and I think we're gonna get a reveal here that at least at some point this stuff wasn't real.
Juno, it's me!
Well, his shields, his lightsaber's just powered down.
You're a monster. A thing.
Juno, please!
Is this Darth Vader doing a mind trick on him? And the lightsabers just they're toggling, so
Vader's puppet. Just a body filled with the memories of a dead man.
So the more he's getting off kilter, the more the lightsabers are turning off. So that's going to be a problem.
Speak! What have you done to her?
I assume I'm supposed to defeat him by tapping X and pressing up and then tapping X again.
You taken her?
To hate what he loved.
And you can see clones now in tubes, so
You coward!
I have no idea what the other tubes were for. And so one assumes this is me. Still can't force push them or break them or do anything like that. It's the exact same pose with every single one. If you're going to put them in the same pose, it should be a more realistic and relaxed pose than that. And I'm looking around to see if there's any collectibles. The camera is so zoomed in. You can click the right stick to make it zoom in more or center on the character.
Juno!
And then left and right because he's trying to force choke me. And it didn't work. I didn't do it enough. We're seeing all these clones, so is this the real Starkiller? Because you're getting both story at the same time. You're getting a story that's implying that Starkiller is a clone, and a story that's implying Starkiller actually isn't a clone. And it kind of doesn't matter that much. With the Force added into the elements, it's possible that Starkiller's soul could just transfer to into the body of a clone.
Time before you return. Now you will surrender to me, or you will die here where you were created.
And we've got a big boss fight with Darth Vader. And I guess these guys are gonna fight me.
Kill him.
Mind tricks. We're getting tutorialized here. So I'm supposed to mind trick my own guy into just knock him off a ledge, and that moves it forward in the story, I believe. And boy, do these not look very polished as a just animated character. And maybe there's a storyline reason for that. Maybe this is as much as you actually could clone, is some grotesque looking gray character. So now those things fly? Vader's legs are stuck in the floor very badly in that cutscene. Am I supposed to be pressing a button? No, that was just a cutscene. Might as well break these tubes. I guess all the other tubes are empty. What am I... He's throwing stuff at me? Like, every Star Wars game is like this. I don't know why. They all seem to want the same mechanic. And I don't even really recall this happening. Maybe it happened once in the Star Wars movie. Let's just look around just to make sure we're not missing anything.
I made you, and now I will destroy you.
Yeah, I'd like to see the Emperor show up. I'd like to see some treachery. I'd like to... These guys are more blue than anything else. So these might be the people that are in the I can't break these tubes. Like, these might be the red Jedi Sith people. So you really only want to fight Vader, and if you can just ignore the other characters, you're fine. But you do want to do some Jedi mind tricks while you're at it.
You are a fool to face me alone.
You'll have to kill me this time.
He killed you many times before. And so you just tap X. You don't even have to wait for the prompt.
Starkiller could not kill
you before, I will do it again.
And boy, he just kind of disappeared. Which, if you're going to say Vader can disappear, that's problematic. Yeah, and I have to clear the field before I can move further. Yeah, these clones just don't look like Starkiller. They don't look anywhere as developed. Sadly, he's killing me. So I have to pull this down before he...
A son. You are a failed experiment.
That was weird. Let's take a moment though. It's been another 30 minutes. My controller's vibrating like crazy, as is sort of common in games. Can't afford anything. Maybe by the end of this fight, which I kind of assume is the end of the game, we might be able to get one more thing upgraded. Mind tricking 3 enemies at once would be rather useful right now. Whereas Force Repulse is just going to be stronger. Saber Throw is still going to be useless. Grip is going to be kind of pointless. And Lightning is sort of helpful, but not really. We still are in the hero's armor. Doesn't seem like we're going to get any more. And I honestly don't think if we really are at the end of the game, I think we've just missed all the rest of these gems too. I don't know how I could have missed them. We're going to have to end the recording right here because so many times I've been burnt thinking the game will be over in 5 minutes. The game will not be over in 5 minutes from now. I can tell you that. Even if we do defeat Vader in the next 5 minutes, there will be at least another 5 minutes of cutscene. There will be another 5 minutes of credits, and we have all the challenges to look at. So, apologies. It's kind of weird that ever since I started breaking up recordings in 30-minute chunks, we seem to run into boss fights that get split up between recordings. But, I mean, you've seen the first half. You pretty well can guess what the next half is going to be. Anyways, that's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.